here. Let's see if we can get it. The stream might briefly pause, but it'll come back. So we are getting, if you're just now tuning in, we are now getting the YouTube side of the stream up. So same thing, Team Kenny Weather, if you want to watch it on the TV so you don't have to have it on your phone and you can watch us throughout the day. We are officially now live on Facebook. I mean, we're already live on Facebook. We are now live on YouTube. So we are now live on YouTube. Let's see if we can get a link here for you, and I'll post it in the chat. So let's. Okay, you can hear it come through the microphone. And I'm going to be posting it in the chat room. So if you haven't already, if you want to watch it on the YouTubes, here we go. Let me post it. And here's myself talking. Okay. So that is the stream. Not sure if it'll let you copy and paste it. So we'll see if how that pops up. But we did, okay, so did post the link in the chat. So there you go. So we have multiple ways we can watch it on YouTube and Facebook. So if you want to keep us on the TV, you're more than happy to do that. But temperatures around the area, we do see that freezing line still staying consistent here. And out at the TKW studios, yes, not sure if that will let you click it, if you can copy and paste it. So we did pin the comment there so you can watch it. Let's see if we can find the conditions outside. So here at the TKW studios here, we are sitting right at 31 and a half. So right at 31 and a half here, you can see pressure is slowly falling here. We're a little bit high right now. Wind conditions are not that windy. Dew point is 30, and you can see the humidity is at 95%. So that is what we're expecting. Let's see. It looks like the chat is a little bit slower. So Amy is asking, so what we guessing for Lambert Airport total or where we live? So we will get the latest guidance here. We will bring up the models. Give me 1 second here. We'll get the models here to give a rough estimate. This is not the accurate estimate, but here is the rough estimate. Let's see if we have a new model run coming in. Make sure we're getting the... Okay, so this is the newest model run according to the HRRR. And this is a little bit off, so keep in mind here, Amy, this is a little bit off here because we already have an inch on the ground in most spots, but around the Lambert Airport, it's around 4, maybe 5 inches is what this model is forecasting by the end of the event. And down where you live looks be around the 3 to 4 inch range. So far what we're expecting, the 2 to 4 inch range around most of the area looks to be verifying. And out west towards Warrenton and Union, about 2 inches near the Union, Sullivan area, maybe 3 inches, and maybe 4 to 5 as we get towards the Warrenton area. So I am thinking, since we already have a lot more snow already and it's only 5:30, I do think on the high side so far for the Lambert Airport guesses. So right now that is what we're expecting. Let's see, and I'm just going to go through the comments to see. I have not looked at everybody's comments. We have a couple people we have a couple people that are saying 0. Yes, the Lambert Airport, if you're close to the snowfall total, the official snowfall total at Lambert Airport by the end of the event, when we get the report that comes in from the Lambert Airport, whoever is the closest will win the TKW hat. So we have We have a few people saying 0. We have a lot of people saying 2. We have one person that says 4.2. Someone says 3.6, 3.5, 3. We have someone that is reporting, or I should say, guessing 6 inches of snow. So we'll see how that goes here. But we are, as well, like I mentioned yesterday, the snowfall totals. We are watching the gusty winds because I think they're still forecasted to pick up here. Yeah, so the wind forecast, let's see if it updates. We're not at the peak yet. Once we get into about an hour or so, that's when we're really going to see the wind starting to ramp up to 30 to 40 miles per hour is what we're going to be expecting. And if you're wondering about blizzard conditions, I am not expecting any blizzard conditions. And if we were to have them, we will already have the advisory or warning, I should say, out for the area. So that is that. So that is currently what we're expecting here. And you see snowfall continues to happen around the area. Everybody is seeing snow. Everybody is seeing snow towards the south, almost I-64 and south is where it looks to be the freezing line. Here at the studios, we are below freezing. We're at 31 degrees right now here in Maryland Heights. Let's take a look at the live traffic cameras. And this is kind of what we talked about. This is, so far, I am very happy with our forecast. As I said, as we got into 6 a.m., that's when we're going to see the heavier snow bands. And you can see the roads are starting to get overcome by the snow. So the roads are starting to get overworked and starting to get snow covered outside on the highway. So that is something that we need to start thinking about if you have to go out and about. The roads where when we started the live stream and when we woke up at 4 a.m., most of the roads except out west were mostly clear, but now the roads are starting to get partially to mostly covered around the area. And if you haven't already, if you're just tuned in here, we are live doing the winter weather coverage. And make sure to hit the like button as well. It does let me know that you guys enjoyed these live streams. And let me get something pulled up. Okay. So as you can see on your screen, most of the roadways are starting to get covered here. And as we show that here on the stream, let's get this pulled up. And it's a little bit hard to see, but we have a lot of purple going around. And according to the MoDOT map, that is covered roadways. That is covered roadways, and it looks like we have a vehicle crash. So let's turn on the maps. And you too can take a look at this MoDOT traverse. This is what we use for our live cameras here. And you can see they are reporting a crash here right at, looks like right after before Cave Springs Road. And it looks like the camera is currently not working around that area, which is expected, but most of the area is doing just fine. Maybe we have some action going downtown. Okay, let's see if the live camera can pick that up. Yeah, so if you're going 55 north at Lafayette, it looks like we do have a first crash here for the day. Let's see if I can pull this up. See if this will work this way. So you can see we do have a first crash being reported here downtown 55 at Lafayette. So if you know anybody around that area going northbound, we do have that crash, and it looks like for the next hour, they do expect a vehicle crash. 3 right lanes are closed right now. So downtown St. Louis, they're partly covered. But most of the area, besides once you get to, I think that's Gravois Highway 30, is where we start seeing it breaking up just a little bit. That's where we see the roads being partly covered. So most of the area is doing okay. While we have the live cameras up, you can see, okay, that is good to know. Sullivan camera, they were holding on pretty good before they have mostly covered roads. And I don't know if you can see by the light beam there, but it's coming down pretty good there in Sullivan. So let's take a live look at the traffic cameras. They are currently plowing 270 right now. They are plowing 270. The plows are down, and this is the plowable snow, so that is working out in our favor. So you can see on the screen, we don't have, let's take a look. They don't have live cameras. They don't have live cameras over in the Illinois side. They don't have public, let's say they don't have public access cameras in the Illinois side, but let's see if we can get some winter road conditions for the Illinois side. We haven't forgot about you. They just not very supportive as far as conditions go. So here on the Illinois side here, you can see they're not really being reported as much, but most of the roadways up near Macoupin and Jersey County are being snow covered. So not a lot of reporting going down towards the Monroe, St. Clair County, and Madison County. But I do anticipate that there is some road impacts, highway impacts on the Illinois side. But at least right now, we are not seeing any reports as of right now. So that is something to monitor. But you can see the map looks to be cut off, but we do have some cameras. Okay, so we don't have updated cameras, but the roads look mostly dry. So this is at 5:39, so not too long ago in St. Clair County, the roads are looking mostly dry here. This is in St. Clair County. Looks like near I-64, looks like a 4.5 mile marker, slightly covered road. So not too crazy right now on the Illinois side, but the temperatures are slightly warmer around the area. Around the Illinois side, I should say. Get that back out. So we're going to be monitoring that for our folks in Illinois. But it looks like as of right now, it looks to be just fine. Because if we go to the radar here, if we go back to the radar, we have temperatures, at least at the Scott Air Force Base, at 34 degrees right now. So it's not currently cold enough, but we are seeing some sticking on the roadways right now. New update, everybody. New update from 2 miles east of Shrewsbury, which is towards the downtown area, if you're not familiar, in St. Louis County. National Weather employees reporting 1.6 inches of snow as of 5:35. So that's probably the newest report that we have closest to the airport. So that is the closest one that we have to the airport right now. But I think we might have a little bit more than that, because look at the outside the studio here. We may have to go outside briefly to have more room of the camera. I try to place it where it will stay mostly clear. But look at the table here on the right hand part of your screen, and I think we have more than 1 inch out there. We do have the official pink measurement tape. My girlfriend's favorite color, the pink measuring tape. Very manly as well, okay? Pink is very manly. But we do have the measuring tape. But I do think we are expecting a little bit more than 1 inch outside the ground. So let me know in the chat if you want me to go out towards the table right now. You'll be able to see me on the screen. Let me know if you want me to go out and get the official weather report outside right now. So let me know if you guys want to know how much we have here, because we're in Maryland Heights. We're about 15 minutes away from the airport. So let me know in the chat if you would like to see me go measure the snow. Thank you so much for the likes so far. I really do appreciate it on the stream. And if you haven't already shared it with everybody or posted on your timeline, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, you guys want me to go outside? Okay, hold on 1 second. I don't have the microphone out there, but you guys will see me. And by the way, everybody, I have, if you're wondering, I have shorts on. Okay, here we go. Not sure if you guys saw me out there, but here at the Maryland Heights Studios, we're at 1.8. We're at 1.8 inches of snow here at the TKW Studios, technically Creve Coeur. We were in Maryland Heights and then we transitioned over to the Creve Coeur area. So the Creve Coeur area, about 1.8 is what we have on our very manly ruler here. So that is what we are reporting outside right now. It's also, if you're not aware, it is cold out there. So if you're just waking up, it is cold out there. We also tested the temperature out there. It is cold. It is currently 31 degrees right outside here in Maryland Heights. But right now, 1.8 inches of snow at 5:45, we will say. So that is how much we're seeing. You can see we have some. Let's go back to the radar here. And not sure if you can tell on radar here, but you see, we'll try to draw it just to give some better help here. What I'm noticing now is on the screen, we are starting to see some darker colors. We are starting to see some darker colors on the radar returns as far as snow goes. And if we take out the snow mode and we put on the reflectivity, look how heavy the snow bands are. So this shows rain, but this will also kind of show the intensity of what's going on out here. So let's take this off here and let's put on the drawing. See if we can take this off. Okay. So you can see on the screen here, let's take this out. You can see all the yellow here, yellow, red, around the area. That is where we're seeing some heavy snow bands right now. That is where we're seeing the heaviest snow. So most of the area looks like the Festus, and now down south is where we're starting to see the heaviest snow bands being expected. Give me 1 second, gonna post it on our page that we have about 1.8 inches of snow in the Creve Coeur area. W Studios and Creve Coeur. Okay. So far 1.8 inches of snow has been recorded. We just went outside and checked here. And if you're also just tuned in, we are live on YouTube. There is a link in the chat as well. So if you want to have it on the TV so you don't have to stay on the phone the whole time, that is also available as well. Let's see. Just posting something real quick. Good morning, everybody. You guys still doing okay? Have you guys had your coffee yet? Do you guys, my question for you guys, do you guys think this is hot chocolate weather. Do you guys think this is hot chocolate weather? I think so. I think this verifies for hot chocolate because we do have the first snowfall of the season happening right now. We did have the flurries not too long ago, but far as snowfall impacts, I would consider this the first one. But I kind of verify that it is hot chocolate weather. But one thing to note here on the radar as well, if you're taking a look, is that we have no rain in sight. So that is good. This is when, right now, as you're watching this live stream, this is when we do expect the peak of everything to happen. So right now, everything is on schedule. This is when we are expecting the peak to happen. And you can see on the radar the darker returns that are covering all the regions. So that's where we're going to see our inch per hour snow rates start to rack up here. And we are reporting 1.8 inches not too long ago here at the studio. Let's see. Amy says, yes, hot chocolate. Oh, yes. I don't think we have hot chocolate. Well, I'm more of a tea person. I like sweet tea. I love sweet tea. So, I'm more of a tea person, but hot chocolate is also good. But have you guys had your coffees yet? Are we Maxwell House? Are we the McCafe? Are we Starbucks? Let me know in the chat. And if you're curious, I have had no caffeine. So, this is just me normal. You're probably like, "How are you having so much energy?" I'm just a very outgoing person. You guys probably know that. But very outgoing person, always excited. There's always something to talk about. All right, let's take a look here at the live traffic cameras. Let's get an update around the area here. And the traffic cameras, we are seeing some road impacts. It looks mostly everybody, the roads are doing okay, but it looks to still being overworked by the intense snowfall that we are having around the area right now. Appreciate, once again, I do appreciate the like so far on the stream. I really do appreciate it. But you can see around the area we're seeing some snow-covered roads, which is what we forecasted. Everything right now is on schedule. But like I said, we're not really expecting it to transition till we get to around 11 a.m., 12 p.m. when we're going to start watching for that mixing. But you can see over near Rolla, mostly rain. St. Robert is mostly seeing rain, maybe heavy at times, a little bit mixing around there. So we'll be watching that. Temperatures are almost near 40 degrees out here, so we'll be watching to see that starts to make it up through our area. Seeing if anything's coming out of the National Weather Service. Not seeing any new reports coming in. No new advisories. But the newest advisory that we have this morning is the National Weather Service says new snow accumulations. This was at 224. So new snow accumulations are between 3 and 5 inches. So let me see if I can get that pulled up for you, so we can both take that together. So new snow accumulations, if you're just tuning in, are expecting between 3 to 5 inches. 3 to 5 inches of snow. So let's take a look here. All right, computer screen. So let's take a look here. Let's read the latest advisory. This is 224 advisory. So let's go over here. Here's the studio camera, Winter Wonderland. And if you're curious, our lake here at Creve Coeur has not frozen yet. I can't see in the reflection, but it is still holding right now. And this lake is very shallow, by the way. All right, so new snowfall totals. Let's take a look here. It's mostly a white screen. But you can see new snowfall, additional snowfall accumulations of 3 to 5 inches and wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Here we go. Now you guys can see it. So new snowfall totals, additional snowfall accumulations between 3 and 5 inches. Remember, this is only if you're in the winter weather advisory. So if you're in Warrenton, Lincoln, St. Louis County, St. Charles County, and over in Illinois, St. Clair County, Madison, and Jersey. So unless you're in Jefferson County, Franklin County, or near the Potosi region, you're not in the winter advisory. But we do expect 3 and 5 inches, between 3 and 5 inches, and gusty winds as high as 35 miles per hour. And this goes until midnight tonight. And like I said, we're already seeing it right now, but travel could be very difficult. Amy says, going to a friend's house later today. Amy, if you can delay it to around 12 p.m., I would say to be safe 3 p.m. If you can limit until leaving about 3 p.m., I think you'll be just fine. Or if you're going south, you'll have a better chance. But if you're going north, you'll have maybe just a little bit difficulty. So that is what we're expecting. 3 and 5 inches is what we're expecting. And that was at 2:24. And we didn't get any observations. So that's right before the main event started. So they are now upping the totals to 3 and 5. It was 2 and 4. So now 3 and 5 around the area. Back to the live camera here. Not much has changed. Heavier snow is moving through the region right now. And we'll check on the snow impacts. Yes, the Illinois side is not reporting for some reason. But we do have a couple still cameras that we're monitoring. Let's see, new model update. Okay, so we do have a new model run that is running right now. So that is what we're going to be checking out here. Okay, everybody. Okay, everyone. Hey, everyone, we just got a report in. We just got a report in from Lincoln County. This is straight from MoDOT here, or the Department of Highways up near Lincoln County. Let's go. I'm not sure if it registered yet. Okay, I'll take you to my screen here, because I want to show you guys, just so you guys believe me. Okay, I'm just getting it set up. Okay, this doesn't like the... Gonna try to get it as... Okay. So we have some snowfalls coming in here. And let me see if I can get out of highlighter mode. Okay. So we have the newest snowfall total from 558. You can see one north of Woodson Terrace is reporting 2.7 inches of snow right now. This was as of this is at 5:57. So new snowfall came in courtesy of Fox 2 News of their official report. But I want to let you guys know, in Silex, Missouri, Lincoln County, just before 6 a.m., they are reporting 3.6 inches of snow already. So 3.6 inches of snow has been reported by the Department of Highways. So it's going to be fairly accurate. 3.6 inches of snow near Detroit, or the Lincoln area in Silex. And then we also have a report that just came in. This is what I look to relay reports, everyone. And this is in St. Louis County, 2.7 inches. And you can see the snowfall totals are coming in here. So the official snowfall total so far at the Welland Springs official National Weather Service observation is currently 3.9 inches of snow. So right now we are a little bit over forecast right now. So the models are a little bit under forecast right now. So there is a chance that we will be a little bit higher. So what I'm saying, everybody, what I'm saying by that, remember, what I'm saying, why I'm saying that very cautiously, is because on the Facebook post, we scroll down a little bit, we guess how many inches of snowfall you predict at the Lambert International Airport. And if you're the first one that is correct snowfall wise, and you can guess multiple times, but it goes off if you commented first. So you can guess multiple times, but we will close it at the end of the snowfall event. But if you're the first person to guess the how many inches at Lambert Airport correctly, you will win a TKW hat. So, and right now the National Weather Service is reporting 3.90, and we have a lot of 1.5s, 2s, and 2.6. So a lot of people are already gone. So people are already a little bit low. So if you want to recast your vote, but remember it goes off of who submitted first. So my mom says 0. So 0 inches. We have one person reporting -1 inches. We're gonna owe Mother Nature some snow apparently. So we do have. I'm watching John down here. John Eaton put 6 inches of snow. So we are watching. I'm watching your guys. I'm watching. So just to let you know that most people are out. So if you want to recast your vote, remember National Weather Service and Welland Springs. I'm not sure where Welland Springs is. Welland Springs here right on the map over here is where Welland Springs is. And we're already seeing 3.9 inches of snow, which is causing the road impacts if we go over to our live cameras here. So live cameras, most of the roads are partly, if not fully, covered around the area. And if you look at the bottom right hand side camera, that's 270 and 170. That is one of our highest cameras that we have here around the area. And that is where we're seeing, that gives you the intensity of the snowfall rate. So lots of snowfall coming around. Hopefully it does not cover our outdoor camera, our studio camera. Here's another look at the studio camera here over in Creve Coeur. So you can see, according to the table, you can see not really large amount of snow to really be picking up. Let's see, Amy says I got to go post to my guest. Not sure what you're saying, but if you want to recast your vote, as long as the number has not been said, I mean, it's worth a shot. But I wouldn't, for the fun of it, you can keep your vote, but if you want to, you can change it. Because the official snowfall report won't come till about 2 p.m. I think it runs. But we'll put it in the chat. You can only change it. We'll make the rule on the spot. You can only change it once. So keep the same comment, but repost another comment. But you can see 6 o'clock hour. We are here to bring you live winter. I was about to say severe weather coverage. We are bringing you live winter coverage right here on the Team Kenny Weather Facebook page. Yeah, so we're getting a lot of different reports. We just got a report of 2 inches near the Shrewsbury area. So just be mindful. We're getting different reports, but the official report will come from the Lambert Airport right here. Or actually, you guys can't see that. But you can see most of the areas are covered. Lots of people are taking it slow. This is not the time to be full on 60 miles per hour or matching, hey everyone, matching the highway number. So we're not going 70 on 70, 270 on 270, or 44. Well, we want to go 44 on 44. Maybe a little bit slower. Alrighty, so we're going to check the Illinois side. Let's check the Illinois side as far as road impacts go. Let's take this off here. Alright, so we're starting to get a few reports of lightly covered roads here. Lightly covered roads. It looks like Illinois is doing pretty good. This is I-64 east of 25th Street in St. Clair County. Not sure if our Illinois folks knows where that is, hopefully. But our still camera as of 6:03, so about 3 minutes ago, is showing some light accumulations on the road, but it looks like most of the roads are staying just fine. But you can see most of the area is now showing some lightly covered roads, except until you get to the Columbia area, which we're seeing mostly dry all the way down near Redbud and St. Clair. So let's go to the MoDOT Travels map, check on any crashes. Let's see if there's any crashes going on. Now, see if I can find it. I think for future reference, we're gonna put my bookmarks in alphabetical order. That will help us. Okay, so Traveler's Map. Okay, everyone, we're starting to get some more crashes starting to pop up around the area. But most, if not all area is either seeing partly to mostly covered roads. Let's check out the accident here. This is 44 at 50. And the camera is showing almost blizzard conditions, but we can see some police car activity around here. This is on 44 here. So the cameras are a little bit spread out, but we are reporting a vehicle crash. I-44 eastbound Franklin County. Just past Route O. So we do have a crash on I-44, and we just now have one popping up here on 270. So it looks like the camera is not really picking up here, but it looks like it's just after Manchester. Just after Manchester, it looks like it might have cleared, but we do have a crash. Past Manchester, 3 right lanes are closed. My producer just woke up. Hand me a glass of water. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so 3 right lanes are closed past Manchester. Like I said, please take it slow. Not very sure where everybody's going at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, but like I mentioned, please take it slow if you have to be out and about. And this is 64 at Oakland. You can see we do have a crash here being reported as well. So make sure you're taking it slow. Looks like we have multiple people out right now. So let's make sure we're taking it slow because we do have a lot of crashes starting to pop up. So far 70 has been doing okay. So everybody on Highway 70, I was concerned, if you were to ask me, I was concerned about the construction zone, but you can see the construction zone is doing just fine, but very snow covered. This is east of Forestell. And you see most of the highways are covered right now. Amy says your new guest is 5.7. Amy, funny thing about that, I think that's how tall I am. Not 5.7 inches. I'm not 5.7 feet. But that is that is kind of where that's the height, not 5.7 inches. That would be a little bit concerning, but yeah, 5.7 feet. So I support that guess. So, like I said, it is early. Normally when I'm not working, if you guys aren't for sure, I drive a box truck down to Springfield 5 days a week. And I wake up at 3 a.m. So being up at 6 a.m. is just fine, but normally on the weekends, I don't wake up until 8 o'clock. So, but we are here bringing you live coverage of this winter storm, and you can see most of the area around the pink spots. Pinkish, purple, and blue is where we're seeing the covered roadways. And now it looks like we're starting to get into the Festus area. Let's check the Festus area. Yeah, so like I said, it was starting as rain. So this is something to note here. It was starting to rain here. Starting a little bit of rain, but now the snow has overtaken the highway. This is that 55 right at the main exit where you have all the amenities. It's past the truck stop, the Herculaneum truck stop. This is right at Route 8, the main exit in Festus. And you see snow-covered roads. It looks like they only have, it's hard to tell with the construction going on, but it looks like we have just the northbound lanes being cleared right now. That is going to be a place to watch because you know we had the I-55 project that had been going on probably since I've been born at this point, it seems like. So we are going to be monitoring that. So we'll take a brief break from looking at the live cameras and we'll take a look at the new model data. So let's go to the model data here. New snowfall report. Okay, that is, they're just updating themselves. Okay. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, we had a snowfall report not too long ago here at the studios, about 1.8 inches. So that was just about 15-20 minutes ago. You guys saw me out on our Ring camera measuring the snow. But let's take a look at the expected snowfall total according to the latest model data here. So like I said, the model is really underdoing it right now because most places are around 2 to 3 inches. So as we go throughout the day here, okay, so models have picked up around the area. We are now, the latest model guidance, everybody. Let me zoom in so you guys can see with me. We're going to zoom in all the way because I want you guys to see this. So new model data is now showing some spots. This might be overdoing it just a little bit, but most spots near St. Charles County and St. Louis County seeing up to 7 inches of snow might be possible. The downtown St. Louis expecting around 5 inches. And then as we go up to the Troy area where we have already seen close to 4 inches of snow, does look like they might round out at about 8 inches of snow. And further south you go, we are now looking more close to 5 inches according to the latest model data that updates hourly. So National Weather Service has just continued the winter weather advisory, has not added anybody down in this area, has not added anybody in the advisory. The advisory is only for these people up here, and then the winter weather warnings towards the north. So no updates as far as advisories and warnings go. But like I said, and according to have warnings, you at least need to be confident in at least 5 inches of snow. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does get upgraded. Of course, it'll be showing down at the bottom of the screen here if that was the update. But the new latest model data is showing higher snowfall totals. So that is definitely something that we need to be monitoring as we go into the later half of the morning. So let's check on timing because we do have the newest model run. So let's check on timing here. See what the forecast models are expecting right now. All right, so this is new model data starting at 6 a.m. So this is about 14 minutes ago here. And it still is showing a mixture around 9 to 10 a.m. So snowfall is going to continue for probably the next 4 hours or so. And you can see the warning just came in. It is just an updated warning. They are just continuing the warning. That's why it is popping up new. But most of the transition zone does look to start around the 9 a.m. hour. So once we get to around 9 a.m. is when we're going to be starting to focus on the transition over to some rain. But does look like all the way till at least 3 p.m. does look like this event will be going on. So till about 3 p.m. So I wouldn't leave the house if you have to get out until the later part of the, or let's just say the later part of the afternoon. Once again, everybody, if you're just tuning in as well, we are live on YouTube. I will post a link in chat so you guys don't have to stay on your phones the whole time. You guys can watch it on YouTube as well. So I'm going to hear lots of dings and notifications. That's just the warning system updating, and it's letting me know to let you guys know that they are continuing the winter weather advisory till midnight. Now, we don't expect winter conditions till midnight, but we do expect winter conditions most of the morning. So I'm going to be posting in chat once again, just so you guys don't have to scroll up. Let me hop in chat here. So once again, it is pinned link in the chat, but I just posted it. So if you do want to watch on YouTube, if you have YouTube, we do have that available as well. If not, we're going to be right here on Facebook all the way till about 1 p.m. I think Facebook will let me stream too. So most of the morning, if not all the morning, we will be live. Good morning to everybody. Glad to see you guys here. Appreciate the likes so far. And I also appreciate the shares. Because besides, I think we're, if not, I think we're the only, local weather page right now, at least on Facebook, doing live coverage. So, and if you're also new here, or if you're tuning in to stream right now, we do live coverage from winter storms, severe weather, everything here on the Facebook page, as long as my schedule allows it. But most of the time we are here on the live stream, so make sure you're sharing it to let everybody know they can hop in, figure out what's going on, and they will stay up to date. So I'm just going to reshare it just so it stays on top of people's feeds. So give me just a moment here. And let's go back to live radar. We haven't gone to the radar here in just a minute. All right, hold on, everybody. Have to get the Ring camera restarted. But you can see heavy. We are now ramping up the snowfall here. You can see on the live cameras, it is officially coming down here. Heavy snowfall bands are starting to come down. So that is what we like to see. If you're a winter weather lover, this is perfect. And we'll take you a closer look here. Right outside in Creve Coeur, it is officially starting to get covered here at the Team Kenny Weather Studios. And at 6:30, everybody, at 6:30, we will be going outside for another snowfall update. So we'll be going out at 6:30 to do another snowfall update, and you can see me right outside here coming up in about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, we will be going right outside to get the latest snowfall report here at the studio. Let's see. All right. And we do have my forecaster behind the scenes, and good news, everybody. My forecaster behind the scenes, his name is Josh. And we are forecasting everything as usual. Everything right now is still happening as planned. But I'm slowly watching here, seeing how it's starting to mix up here. Some sleet, freezing rain. Let's see what that's picking up. picking up some sleet off to our southwest near the Cuba and some rain near the Raleigh area. So we'll be monitoring that to see if that starts to enter the picture. But right now, everybody is seeing snow around the area. Temperatures right now around 32, 34 degrees. So the freezing line does look to be areas south of I-64 in Missouri and near around the Belleville area. It's hard to say in Illinois. Thank you very much. So we are bringing out, we did have the Manley measuring tape, but now we're updating to the official ruler. So we'll be going out there in just a little bit. And remember, everyone, if you're going out to take snowfall totals, make sure you're doing it in different areas just so you can take an average of what we're seeing here. See if we see any new reports going on. Not seeing any new reports, but I am watching to see how this sleet and snow. It's not expected to do much, but we'll take a look. I'm just gonna take something behind the scenes here. And if, of course, as well, if you have any videos of it snowing, I would love to see it. We'll get you right up here on the Facebook page. The broadcast, the Winter Wonderland that is going on around the St. Louis region. Alrighty, so yeah, it does look like we're gonna, okay, so right now the model is doing a pretty good job. So we are, according to the latest guidance, this is right on schedule in the position. So our first camera we're gonna have to watch is down near Sullivan, is where we're gonna have to pay attention to. Okay, breaking news, everybody. Breaking news that's just coming into the studios. Lincoln County and Jersey County has now been added to a winter storm warning. Jersey County and Lincoln County has now been added into a winter storm warning. So, winter storm warning, let's see here. If they say anything. Yeah, so winter storm warning has now been right here in the pink. We'll see update in just a little bit, but winter storm warning has now been issued for, okay, we're having a lot of updates coming right now. Let's get over to the latest. Hold on, everybody. We are having a lot of new updates as far as advisories go. So hold on one second. We have new updates coming into the studio here. Let's get this going. Hey everyone, new update here. New update. Let me get this. Let me get the ring camera down for now. Oh, ring camera, where are you? Okay. So, the map has changed a lot. So, Lincoln County and Jersey County have now been added to the winter storm warning. So, winter storm warning has now been added to the Lincoln County and Jersey County. And like I talked about last night, Franklin County and Jefferson County and Monroe County have now been added to the winter storm advisory. So all of our areas besides the county, I forget what the county is, where Potosi is, but all the area that we now cover in the TKW viewing audience are now either in a winter storm advisory or warning. So the purple shaded color here, all these areas right here that we cover are in a winter storm advisory. And we just got added Franklin County and Jefferson County, and Lincoln County and Jersey County have now been included in the winter storm warning. So let's go to the National Weather Service page and see if they have updated the newest snowfall totals. Because as of 2:24 p.m., a.m., they have been reported. Let's see what we see. This is 6:13. So urgent. This is urgent. This is for Franklin and Jefferson. Franklin. Let's see. Cities of Sullivan, Union, and Washington and Jefferson County now seeing snow accumulations up to 2 inches. So just like we forecasted last night, I expected everybody to at least get an inch of snow. So right now that is verifying. But you can see the wind gusts high as 40 miles per hour. So 40 miles per hour. So it can be windy and snow accumulations up to 2 inches. And it does look like our weather warning system is now updating at the bottom up part of your screen. It does not show advisories. It only shows winter storm warnings as of right now. But 2 to 4, up to 2 inches is what they're expecting, additional snow accumulations. And as far as the winter storm, let's see. As far as the winter weather advisory update as of 6:13, they are still holding strong that accumulations between 2 and 4 inches will be possible on top of what we have. So as of most areas have seen 2 inches of snow. So this was after the update. So additional 2 to 4. So all the way up to 6 inches of snow will be possible for most of the area. So most of the area will be seeing 2 to 4 additional inches of snow. And that is what we're seeing here. And as far as everything else goes, we do not see the warning yet. We do not see the winter storm warning as of right now. So it looks like John Durbin has reported that there is more snow in O'Fallon. Yes, there is going to be more snow in O'Fallon. The winter storm warning for Lincoln County is now expecting 2 to 4 inches of snow as well. Sleet. They're expecting snow and sleet accumulations. So Lincoln County up near Pike County, Lincoln County, Bowling Green, Hannibal are now expecting sleet, snow and sleet accumulations. Unfortunately, that will probably get it packed down out there. So make sure you're not driving up there. But all these advisories and warnings go until midnight tonight. And I do want to let you guys know that it will not be going, the event will not be going all the way till midnight. And if you're just tuning in about 2 minutes, we'll be making our way outside for another update of how much snow we have at the TKW Facebook. Not TKW Studio here in Creve Coeur. But if you have any measurements or snowfall totals, send me it in the comments or post it under the snowfall page that I just recorded, and we'll get you up there. So let's get back to the radar here. Let's move this back out. So that is the current new updates of the advisories and warnings. So Lincoln County and Jersey County, you're on deck for seeing some snowfall going on right now. So we are watching for some sleet changeover now towards the Sullivan area here. That is where we're seeing. We'll take a better look over here without the live cameras. We'll get to the live cameras right before we go outside. So if you're just tuning in, stay just a little bit. We're about to go outside to get the official snowfall report here right outside. And you guys can watch me on the camera as well. So I am watching the snow sleet changeover starting to enter the western half of our viewing area. So we'll see how that plays. It looks like it's very slowly starting to move in. So we're going to be monitoring that. It is on schedule. We do expect this area around 7 a.m. So that is what we're expecting. So right before we go outside, we're going to be checking the road conditions. And look at the road conditions, everybody. Road conditions are still in the partly to mostly covered roadways. MoDOT is starting to look non-existent out there. So, Mom just reported roads were rough coming to work. Stay home, y'all. Yes, the roads are rough. They are slushy as well. So, not only we have snow-covered roadways, but they are going to be slick at the same time. So, you can see on their live cameras lots of cars going around. Not really sure where everybody's going at 6:30 on a Saturday. But if you do have to be out and about, it is slick out there. Please delay your travel. I'm repeating, please delay your travel till the afternoon time. Please give our road crews some room to be out there to plow, because with all this traffic, like, look at the camera up here, everybody. With all the congestion, you can see lots of traffic at the 270 at the McKelvey camera. We need snow plows over here. So try to stay home. Let's not have accidents and clog up the roads, and then it'll take even longer to, let's say, longer to get the roads clear. But now, everybody, we are going to go outside. We are going to go outside, everybody, to get another official report here. So let's get this going. And let's make sure. Here's the front door camera, everybody. Here's the front door. Okay. Front door. Okay, here we go. What am I doing, everybody? Let's close this out. Okay, here we go. All right, everyone. We are going to be going outside. You'll see me out there in just a minute. We're going to get another official snowfall report at 6:30. So, lots of snowfall out here. Hopefully I can make it out there. But if you guys are curious, the snow prints I had outside are already covered. So, watch on the camera. You're going to see me go outside, and we're going to get an official reading here. Alrighty. Alrighty, everybody. New snowfall total. Not sure if you can see where. Let's see. Let's go to. Not see if you can see it on the screen. But we're at 4 inches of snow here. We're at 4. Not sure. Wait, hold up. Hold up, everybody. But 4 inches of snow has been recorded at the TKW studios. So, wow. Wow, everybody. So we're already blown past what the advisory says of 2 to 4 inches of snow. We're already at the 4 inches of snow. And look at, I'm excited now. I really like this. So that is way off from my prediction, everybody, because I said 2 to 4 inches, maybe higher, maybe close to 5. So if you're just tuning in, we have just officially recorded 4 inches of snow here at the TKW studios. And you can tell it's picking up pretty heavy because about 38 minutes ago, we had 2 inches of snow. So 38 minutes ago, we had 2 inches of snow, close to 2 inches of snow. And now, here at the studio here in Creve Coeur, we are now up to 4 inches of snow. So, hey, everyone in the chat, let me know how do you guys feel about that? Are you guys happy about the snow? Are you guys disappointed about the snow, or is it too early? But like I said, and it's a slushy snow. It's a wet snow. It's not a powdery snow. It's a wet snow. So about 38 minutes ago, let's see, when did I post this? No, 43 minutes ago, we had 1.8 inches. Now we are at 4.8 inches of snow. So definitely shows the significance of this storm. Also, as well, just wanted to let you guys know that we are also, let's see if we can get this back. We are also live on YouTube as well. So if you want to keep it up on the TV throughout the morning so you can enjoy your phone, we are also available on the TV on YouTube as well. Team Kenny Weather, same way you found here, but just on YouTube, doing the exact same thing. So they want you guys to let you know that is available if you're wanting to do that option. So temperatures around the area, let's get temperatures. Let's see what the temperature is right outside. Temperature has been slowly falling here. 31 degrees here at the studio. 31.3, feels like 26 right now. Low pressure, we're still a little bit away. We're still a little bit high. So that is something to note here. But the trend is falling. And winds are gusty as well. So about 4 inches of snow has been recorded at the studio so far. And like I said, if you can get out safely and measure the snow, I would love to know what you guys are seeing. But like I said, winter weather advisories have been now included for all of our area. Everybody are now in a winter weather advisory. And if you're also just tuning in, we started this live stream right at 5 a.m. We were up at 4:30, but we have started the live stream at 5 a.m. And we're going to go strong all the way till about the afternoon time, because unfortunately Facebook only lets you do 8-hour live stream. So once it gets around 1 p.m., we'll eventually have to head off. But we're not going anywhere. We'll be here throughout the whole morning providing live updates straight to your phone screen. Phone screen, TV, tablet, computer, whatever it might be. But right now the snowfall is on schedule. Everything is going out just like we expected, but the snowfall totals itself are a little bit higher than what we are currently forecasting. So, remember everybody, your guesses that you guys posted in the comments. We're going off of Lambert Airport. Just in case my measuring is wrong, but I don't think so. But the official snowfall report at Lambert Airport. And remember, if you haven't cast your vote in, there is still time. It does go by how early you did it, but you'll have a chance to win the Team Kenny Weather hat, and I'll ship it for free straight to your front door. Because we only have one left. These are our prototypes, so. So let's see, let's take a look here. Wow, appreciate all the shares so far. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for everybody who has shared the live stream. If you haven't already, please don't forget to share. I really do appreciate it. Mom is saying the accidents are insane right now. Please do not go out until MoDOT has time to clean this up. So you heard it. Mom is receiving lots of reports, So speaking of reports, let's go to the map here. As far as traffic crashes go. So give me 1 second. We're going to go storm chasing with the traffic cameras. So give me 1 second here. And we'll start on the Missouri side. And we'll go to, so you can see lots of accidents. I don't know if you can see, but we'll pop up some cameras here. So let's turn on the cameras. As you can see, most of the roads are covered right now. So you can see right at, this is 270 and 70. Roads are mostly clear, not snow covered all the way. It looks like it's mostly okay. They look, far as I'm concerned, they look passable. They're passable if you need to get somewhere, but we do not need to be out if we're trying to get somewhere. If you just want to get out and about to see what's going on, don't go out and about to take live photos or videos on the roads. We have it right here. But not seeing any major crashes. It looks like 44 is the sweet spot as far as crashes go. And look right here, everybody. Looks like semi-truck slid off the road or is stuck right now at the 44 Six Flags camera. So it looks like that is our accident so far right now. You can see it on your screen. Not quite sure what is going on, if he's stuck there. But it does look like we have our first incident that's on the camera right now. So this is at 44 west of Six Flags looking east. So it does look like we have our first incident. It looks like it just happened. Emergency crews are not quite there yet. But it looks like he's almost halfway. You see that, everybody? It's almost like he has to be stuck. I think he's stuck. It doesn't let me draw all over it on the camera, but it looks like he's stuck there. All right, let's keep looking here. So that is going to be at 44 at Six Flags. So let's update that. East of Six Flags. Do you guys like Six Flags? All right, so we have that monitoring at the bottom of the screen. When we switch over, let's see the other accidents that we have going around. So we have that one. Looks like we have an accident here on 109 as well. Oh no, signal issue at 109. So we have that incident there. Looks like we still have the one by US 50. You can see we do have the US 50 as well having some problems. But while we have the live cameras up, we are seeing some mixing going around the Sullivan area. So let's take a look at the Sullivan area. Looks like we have the camera is not live here. This is at 6:42, so the camera is not live here. Not quite sure why, but you can see most of the clear roads down near the Sullivan area. So it looks like Sullivan right now. Let's take a look at St. Clair. Oh, here we go. So right here, this is the Sullivan area. Roads are staying mostly cleared down here. So that is great news. So the far southwest side of our area is doing just fine. Yeah, it looks like highways are doing okay at the 44 St. Clair exit as well. So the highways are doing okay. It looks like we have an accident here. Oh, look at this, everybody. Hey, everyone. Look at this. This slid off. We have a slide off. Right here, 44 at 109. Can't quietly tell where that is, but looks like they went a little bit too fast. Look at that. We do have a slide off reported around the 44 109 area. So, like I said, you really don't want to be out in this because you do not want to end up on Team Kenny Weather and on a highway camera. We do not want to see you on a highway camera, everybody. But we do have our first slide off here. That is being reported at the 44 at 109 camera. So like I said, please do not be on the roads. There's a lot of people out this early. Not quite sure where you guys are going. But if we can send a message out, we do not need to be on the roads right now. So I am getting word this is going on 44 at 109. So it looks, this is an on-ramp that goes up the hill. I think it's right on the side, the Critchup side, and you know there's a church. If you're familiar with the area, I think it's that on-ramp right there. So that is where we're getting word of where that accident is. Let's see if there's any other accidents before we go back to the live radar. And it looks like we have just one popping up here. We do have some slowdowns happening. Or it looks like it's shut down. Lots of brake lights, so make sure around the Clayton Road area you're taking your precautions if you have to be out and about. And we just got word 370, the on-ramp. Yes, we can't quite see it, but we do have a crash over here on going to 370. So that is where our crashes are looking right now. But let's take out the traffic camera so you guys can see lots of purple. That is fully covered roadways being reported by MoDOT. And as we get to out west here towards the Warrenton area, they are partly covered. So once we get past Forestell near Warrenton is where we're seeing partly covered roadways. And now in the Festus area, we're seeing full-on coverage of roadways. And like I said, a little bit warmer down here near the Potosi area, but that is where we're seeing mostly clear roadways. And like I mentioned yesterday, see how there's covered roadways? I think these are like hills, like higher elevations, which is going to accumulate some more snowfall. And like I said, if you have any videos or so, let me know. I would love to get it on the live stream here. If you have any other comments as well. Okay, so we have a picture coming from Mr. John Durbin. Good family friend. We'll get that. You can see, look at it here on the live stream. Not sure if he's watching right now, but he just sent this. This is in O'Fallon, Missouri. Winter Wonderland. Winter Wonderland in Missouri here. This is from John Durbin. This is a picture of his backyard here. And John, I don't know if you're watching this, the live stream right now, but the lights are still on. So, but yeah, look at the trees. Look how beautiful the trees are because all the leaves are gone. Very nice. That's like a perfect picture of the trees here. He did send one more picture, and this is out the front door. You can see the driveway and the roads are slightly covered, not full-on coverage here. But this is also coming from John. And you can see, look how high it is, actually. Not quite sure if the camera is doing it justice, but around this area, you see how high that looks? And you can also see the snowfall against the tire of his nice pickup truck that he got out there. But as far as roadway concerns, it looks like they're staying mostly clear, or at least trying to stay clear, but they are just a little bit slushy. So appreciate you, John, for sending in those pictures. And also, you can send them on and we'll show you right here on the Facebook page. So appreciate those pictures. And once again, those are coming from O'Fallon, Missouri. So far, temperatures around the area are not moving much. You can see all the way near Washington, we're still at 34 degrees, 32 in Chesterfield, 31. Let's get over to the radar here, because now we're going to go to the radar, because we have a couple updates to talk about. So, we have our rain camera here at the bottom left-hand corner. It looks like they got that truck cleared on the left side. On the right-hand side, we're watching that slide off here in the middle part of your screen. But like I said, most of the area is seeing snow. We're watching very early now. We're starting to see some sleet starting to mix in off to our west. This is something that we're watching. It's right on schedule. This is forecast around 7 a.m. is what we're looking at here. So we can see rain, spotty rain is starting to come on the backside. 36, 37 out towards the west here. And over near the Rolla National Airport, we are seeing 35-degree temperature. So slightly warmer here. Seeing a bit of a uptick in temperatures towards our southwest. And that's going to have those gusty winds that are going to be helping us warm up a little bit. So we are monitoring that. The pink, what you see, is sleet. So we're going to have to be monitoring sleet. And there is a very low chance of ice accumulation overnight from the slick roadways. But MoDOT did say in their press conference that they're going to stay out as long as needed. So make sure you are staying aware of that. Even if you do have to be out and about, it may be slick, but we're going to hope the temperatures are going to keep us from having those overnight ice impacts. So if you're just now tuned in, we're coming close up on the 7 a.m. hour on the live stream here, and snow is falling around town. It continues to fall, and we do expect it to continue over the next couple of hours. Have to eat just a little bit of breakfast here, unless you guys want to hear my stomach growl. All right, so next thing I'm pulling up is the winter weather map for the Illinois side. So let's take a look at the Illinois side here real quickly. They do not update as frequently as MoDOT does. MoDOT has road crews going out and they update the website. That's how they do it. So let's take a look here on the Illinois side for Illinois folks. You can see Jersey, basically in Madison, Illinois, you can see lots of Madison County, Illinois near Alton is really having some issues going on up here. And if we look at the live camera up here, right at the Alton side at the bridge, you can see we are covered at the bridge. Maybe some passable driving lanes, some tire tracks, but as far as snow coverage as of 6:40, we are covered on the Illinois side near Alton. And remember, that is just outside the winter storm warning. And we do have some cameras just on the other side of the river close to Washington Park near Caseyville. And we'll back out just a little bit so we can get an idea. You can see most of the roadways are covered as well into the, let's say, the Illinois side. So this is St. Clair County at mile marker 6.3 at 6:40. And you see road conditions are all over the place, mostly covered, but MoDOT is trying to keep up at this time. Just checking some updates here. Yeah, so it looks like we do have some crashes being reported, but it does look very minor. Very minor as far as crashes, and it's because we are staying home off the streets. Fortunately, not getting donuts for breakfast, but we are staying off the streets, which is good. So are you guys enjoying? Oh, we have comments here. Mom says I was going to say the same thing about the lights. Oh, it's a little bit late. Is Kyle going to get home? Yes. Kyle will be able to get home. We do not forecast. We do have a winter weather advisory, but since he has a late flight, I'm pretty sure he'll be okay. And speaking of that, let's go to... Speaking of delays, we're going to take a live look or a live update of Lambert Airport. Okay, I do have an account. Hold on, everybody. I have to log into my account. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Can I use it now? Okay. Here we go, everybody. We're going to take a live look at what Lambert Airport is doing right now, as we do have flights coming in. So, want to let you guys know. Let's see if we can break this off a little bit. Not sure if you can see on your screen, but as far as arrivals go, we're having... I wish it could clear off. But as far as arrivals go, we're having no delay for arrivals, but departures, we are having up to a 55-minute delay on departures. So the departures are being delayed right now. And we'll scroll through the flights that are leaving. Not a lot of flights have been canceled right now. Mostly, if your flight is going north, it's most likely going to be canceled. Other than that, I just really seen like few delays. Because right now, to be honest with you guys, we're really in the peak right now. So this is where the most of the snowfall is going. So that is that. So right now, not seeing a lot of delays or cancellations unless you're going to Chicago or anywhere northeast. It's where we're seeing the most delays or we're seeing the most cancellations. But as far as the flight map, you can see planes are going around town. We have lots on the ground. So lots of airport traffic going on. So make sure if you do have to fly out today, make sure you're checking the flight board or your preferred airline carrier's app for the latest updates. And we're going to take a look here. We're going to taking a look here. This is, let's see, do we have another update here? Yeah, here's at 6:50, so you can see the snow is really starting to come down here over in St. Clair County here. So over in the St. Clair County, no new snowfall reports, but we will be taking another snowfall report coming up at 7:30. We will take a new snowfall report coming up at 7:30 a.m. here at the studios. So let me take a picture, or let me take a look here. And if you're wondering where my producer is, she is sleeping, so that is okay. She went Black Friday. She went Black Friday shopping, and she spent a little bit overboard, but she got what she wanted, so that's okay. And actually, there's actually cool stuff that she got. She went to Michael Kors, and basically outlet mall, and she had lots of fun. So I'm gonna see. I am looking for. See if we can get a live camera up here. Don't mind me here. I'm just looking off at my screen, trying to see if we can get some live cameras. Yeah, so we don't have any live cameras at Lambert Airport, so can't give an update on the Lambert Airport. Looks like they're changing the camera at the 141 area. I mean, 109. Snooks is getting your groceries delivered. You can see he's turning right there. I do want to show you outside at the TKW Studios here. So look at the outside of, is it actually that bright? Yeah, it is actually that bright. And you can see the camera's about to start getting overtaken. The next update, everybody, remind me to knock off some of the snow because it is starting to get overtaken. And everyone, I think we're going to be on the high side of the snowfall. So I think we're going to be a little bit on the high side. This is Creve Coeur that you're looking at. And you can see the railing. Look at the railing. And it now does look like we do have ice and the lake out there. All right, we just got real quickly. Let's turn this off. We just got a nice. This is from Holly. And she is reporting in Peevely. Yeah, this is in Peevely right now. So in Peevely right now, you can see snow covering the trees. It does look beautiful, just like what she said in the caption. Nice and beautiful snow on the trees. Mom says that is a nice view at the studio. I know, I've been watching it. You know, you guys haven't seen it the whole time, but I have been watching it, and it looks very nice. The Winter Wonderland with the lake view. Do you guys think we're Lake Michigan? Kind of looks like Lake Michigan out there, but yeah, very nice view. And remember, coming up at 7:30, we're going to go out there again for new snowfall totals, maybe a little bit earlier because we are just looking out here out the windows, like right here. it is about to cover the Ring camera. So we're going to have to make a little bit of room so more snow can come in. So, but like I said, Holly sent us a picture from MP Fleet, and you can submit pictures as well, and we'll get you up here on the live stream. But yes, I do agree, Mom. This camera view that I set up looks very, very nice. Alrighty, so just taking a look here. Appreciate all the likes so far, everybody. I really do appreciate that. Alrighty, so let's go back to the radar. And you see heavy snow continues to fall, a little bit heavier than what we're forecasting here. I'm on the back side here going to look at, we're going to get the latest model data coming up here. So latest snowfall map. Yeah, so latest snowfall map is coming in at this moment. So we'll get that coming up in just a little bit. Hello, Amy. Welcome back. Welcome back, Amy. How are you doing? We are still covering the live winter weather. It looks like we're going above freezing at the latest data up at the St. Charles Airport. I think that's the St. Charles Airport. Yeah, St. Charles County Airport is reporting 32 degrees now. So we're right at the freezing line. So we have to watch that. Temperatures are starting to slowly climb up towards the southwest. And you can see the mixing is starting to go on out towards the southwest. So we'll be watching that. It is forecasted to be right there right now. But you can see the mixture coming through here, starting to push its way north from the southwest. So we'll be watching that. But right now, I want to take a look over at the models. This is the latest model that is running from the HRRR. So here we go. And I'm watching the camera as well because it is a little bit, it's about to get covered here in a little bit. So this is, yeah, this is starting at 6 a.m. and this was at almost like 2 inches of snow. So this is, I did not leave, fell back to sleep. Oh, okay, got you. So the current model plot here for the rest of the snowfall is showing about 4 inches of snow. So right now it is showing 1 inch. So then you add about 4 more to that. So about 5-6 inches of snow is what we could roughly forecast here. And about 2 to